Exercise 3. If only my parents had given me more freedom when I was a child. I wish my parents had given me more freedom when I was a child. There is no way he is getting that job if he does not try harder. Unless he tries harder, he will not get that job. This is just a first conditional sentence. And then the first one, just remember that we are referring to a past situation and we have wish, so we need to use past perfect. Point 3. If you were to give me the money, this is a second conditional referring to a future situation. Your wife would be furious, again, second conditional. Were you to give me the money, your wife would be furious. You probably remember this structure, we discussed it in class. I do not want you to speak to me like that. I am your sister, not your servant. I would rather you didn't speak to me like that. I'm sorry I don't live in the country. I wish I lived in the country. She's so absent-minded, that's why she lost her car keys. If she weren't so absent-minded, she wouldn't have lost the car keys. This is a mixed conditional of second and third conditional. So this is her feature of character. She's absent-minded. That's why in the past she had lost her car keys. So she wouldn't have lost her car keys. I think you ought to take up jogging. You had better take up jogging. So we use the had better structure to give somebody a piece of advice. If I had known you then, we would have gone to that concert together. Had I known you then, we would have gone to that concert together. If it had not been for that accident, we would have never met. But for that accident, we would have never met. So the entire sentence here is just replaced by but. But for that accident, we would have never met. This is just synonymous with third conditional. And it also includes a negation. Like we saw here. There is a negation here and then it disappears and we just have the but structure. I don't want Jack to stay at home. I would rather Jack didn't stay at home. I would rather Jack didn't stay at home. It's referring to the future and we have two people. We have the subject and the object. Sorry. I am going to a birthday party tonight, Pam told her brother. Pam told her brother that she was going to a birthday party that night. I am sorry I broke the window, said Sean. Sean apologized for breaking the window. Yes, I will lend you some money, he said to Jane. He agreed to lend Jane some money. Have you ever been to Barcelona? I wonder if you have ever been to Barcelona. If everyone is supposed to pay taxes to the government, everyone ought to pay taxes to the government. Perhaps they are working in the garden now. They may be working in the garden now. It wasn't necessary for him to come early, but he did. He needn't have come early, but he did. Sorry. Here it's he did come. So actually he sorry, that was the correct answer. So he did something unnecessarily, right? So when we do something and we did do it unnecessarily, then we can use the needn't have done structure. So like I said in the beginning, he needn't have come early, right? Okay, where are we? Point 8. John didn't do it. Tim stole the papers from the office. It was Tim who stole the papers from the office. Just after I locked the door, the phone rang. Hardly had I locked the door when the phone rang. So here we are using the hardly when structure. Remember that after hardly, scarcely, and barely, we need to use when, and when we are using no sooner, we need to use then. Okay, don't confuse these two structures. If you don't remember them, review the inversion handout that I gave you. It's in there. I have never been to such a great performance. Never have I been to such a great performance. Okay, thank you for listening.